For as much then as Yahushua has suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourselves likewise with the same mind.
Right, so arm yourself with the same mind. Yeah.
Right. It says, for he that has suffered in the flesh has ceased from sin.
Right.
Right.
And that's what we're here to do, man. We're here to put the flesh under subjection, man. And once a man basically having the mindset to escape all the things them are coming out there, you know what I mean, and not going through the wiles that is going to come. See, it's basically you preparing for the flesh, man. See? Men, because the thing is, I have men have the fear of dying, man. See, and that basically show lack of faith. See, because if I really know the scriptures, if I really know this doctrine, you wouldn't be scared to die. You know what I mean? At least you don't believe what you read. You know what I mean? And as I said before, that are some of the things that we get tested on. If you actually believe the things that is read, or the things that be laid down by the Lord for us to for use as examples, man. Yeah?
Ecclesiasticus chapter 2 verse 1, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
Right, so prepare your soul for temptation. You know what I mean? Hey, remember the movie 300? Before the little kids become a Spartan. Warrior basically them have to go through certain wiles. See? Rigorous training, man. Even military today, you have the militaries today, you have the police force, you know what I mean? Them go through rigorous training. Push it to the limit. You know what I mean? Right. And then push to that limit. Yep. Basically they become suitable for that position.
Right. Yeah, one thing when they say when they separate the men from the boys.
Yes.
Right, and the same thing with the priests, them say, yo, most times they're going to separate the wheat from the chaff.
Yeah, and right. The scripture refers to us as soldiers, man. They're being hardened. Right. We are here to be hardened, man.
Battle hard.
God, you see, the thing is, and it's necessary for all the people who come up against us to come up against us, man, because that's what build us up. You know what I mean? They're like weights to a dumbbell, you know?
As the last time I got
weights to a dumbbell. You know what I mean? See, so, hey, necessary for people to come up, scarf, you know, look at us like we are some crazy Negroes. You know?
Hey, because that establish your faith, yo, because right. We see that the scriptures speak about the tribulations and the fights where the prophet them will get and where the prophet before we get, yo. Hey. So we see that we're walking at the same path, yo.
See, hey, you have Capleton sing a song one time and say, yo, the more them fight, the more we get stronger. See?
Right.
That's how it is, man. So the harder them come up against us, you know what I mean? We become stronger. Give me that priest there, the good is set against the...
Alright, this is Ecclesiasticus 33 and verse 10. Right. All men are from the ground, and Adam was created of earth. In much knowledge hath the Lord divided them, and made their ways diverse.
Right.
Some of them has he blessed and exalted, and some of them as he sanctified and set near himself.
Right.
But some of them as he cursed and brought low and turned out of their places.
Right.
As the clay is in the potter's hand to fashion it at his pleasure, so man is in the hand of him that made him, to render to them that as liketh him best. Good is set against evil,
right.
And life against death.
Right.
So is the sinner against the godly.
Right, so is the sinner against the godly.
Right.
Saying so the Lord said, saying the majority to be against his precious stones, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it is perfectly so. You know, because as I said before, it's for the building up, you know, of those men in the spirit, man. Yeah? So brothers are supposed to be resilient, you know what I mean, hardened, supposed to be tough, it's supposed to be tempered. Hey, speak about sword and sword building, you know what I mean? You have a process for the samurai, them basically put them sword through the sword. It's very hard, man. Basically, them keep it through the fire. And them pound it.
The same thing to glass too.
Yeah, to the tempered, man.
Can bring out definition.
You know what I mean? What?
So the word tempered from the Merriam-Webster dictionary.
Right.
It said treated so as to impart increased strength.
Right.
Right?
See, so the more brothers out here doing this thing, the more this thing become like, you know, a burden. See, now you overcome that burden, yeah, you get stronger. You know what I mean? People come up against you, hey, it become like nothing. Like, no, people laugh at you, it come like nothing, man. You know what I mean? See, so the more them come at you, the more the spirit get heavier, man. Yeah?
This is 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 3. Though therefore endure hardness as a good soldier.
Alright, so the scripture says endure hardness as a good soldier.
Just look up flint.
You know what I mean? See, so that's what, at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. You know what I mean? To become hard in the spirit, man. Resilient, tough. You know what I mean?
As a king, you have
Scripture
to
say, set your feet, your feet. Give me that one.
Alright, I see him thing here, look for that.
Being a Colossians street.
So Jake out here, they made to back up against this thing.
Right.
The Lord set them to back up. You know what I mean? So we don't lose sleep when niggas come out and back up against this man.
Right.
Voice them own opinion. You know?
Now we're ready.
Yeah, go on.
Alright, so Ezekiel 3:7, but the house of Israel will not hearken unto thee, but they will not hearken unto me. For all the house of Israel are impudent and hard-hearted.
Right.
Behold, I have made thy face strong against their faces,
Right.
and thy forehead strong against their foreheads.
Right.
As an adamant harder than flint have I made thy forehead. Fear them not, neither be dismayed at their looks, though they be a rebellious house.
I know the Lord did that. Oh, the Lord hardened we against them by having us out here in the wilds, man.
Right,
See it? Having certain tribulation come upon brothers, man.
right. And giving us the spirit.
You know?
To go through that,
To
yeah.
reach the point where it coming like, you know, none. You know what I mean? Hey, cause look at the regular Jake out here. The regular Jake out here in a state right now where basically if another nation in a state right now, trust me. And Jake still making the best. And still with them, you know, them party like hell, man. Enjoy themselves, man. Them used to poverty and suffering so much. You know what I mean? Them just live it like an everyday type of thing in their life now, you know? It's normal if you suffer. I said, Jake, leave it now.
Nah, I got his life that now.
You know what I mean?
You know
what I mean? So whatsoever situation, you know, you have a time when you adapt. You know what I mean? And learn how to deal with that situation, man.
Done.
Yeah?
Romans 5 verse 3, and not only so, but we glory in tribulations also.
Right.
Right? Knowing that...
Hey, just like how Jake glory. You know, for them
tribulation.
tribulation, man.
Right.
Yeah?
But we glory in tribulations also,
Right.
knowing that tribulation worketh patience.
Right.
Right? And patience experience.
Right.
Right? And when you look up the footnote for experience, it's a character, yo.
Right.
Right? So patience, character, and experience hope.
Right.
And hope maketh not ashamed, because the love of Yahweh is shed abroad in our hearts by the Holy Spirit, which is given unto us.
Right.
Right? So everything is necessary, yo.
God.
You got a sir? This is James 5:10. Take my brethren the prophets who have spoken in the name of Yahweh for an example of suffering, affliction, and patience.
Right. Prophets have all suffer affliction, man.
Yeah, take them as example, yo.
See? Hey, so hey, when the tables turn, I hope everybody else can deal with it, you know what I mean? Well, the table's gonna be turned very soon.
Behold, we count them happy which endure.
Right.
Ye have heard of the patience of Job,
Right.
and have seen the end of the Lord,
Right.
that the Lord is very pitiful and of tender mercy.
Right. See? Hey, so look. See? We're gonna be happy. See? And part of being happy is seeing the downfall of our enemies, man. That basically there's no greater joy than to see the downfall of your enemy, the ones them were in direct response to a current situation now.
Right?
You know what I mean? Motherfucker, give me that from Psalms, brother.
Psalms? Psalms. It's joy for the enemy.
Yeah.
Fucking fire.
Yeah, man. Alright. Ecclesiasticus chapter 25, verse 7. There be 9 things which I have judged in mine heart to be happy.
Right.
And the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that has joy of his children,
right,
and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy.
Right, we're going to live to see the fall of our enemy, man, and that's a great thing. Right. Joyous thing, man.
Right.
See?
Especially during the 1,000 years, so like especially during 1,000 years, we're going to get to see the punishment of the heathen, yo. Can you imagine the satisfaction we are going to feel? Seeing to be able to punish them that oppress you for so long, yo. 2/3 now going to get the experience of joy, yo. But we are going to get that, yo.
And hey, the scripture even emphasize that you're going to see, you're going to finally get to enjoy your kids. Because in this society, you can't do that. You know what I mean? You can't bring up a child the way you want your child to grow up. You know what I mean?
Stay to one them already.
Somewhere or the other, you're going to breach society norms or laws.
Yeah.
You know? So you can't grow them up. And if you try to discipline them, maybe, you get yourself in a problem.
Can't just tell him, say, my boy.
Teach your youth certain things, the mother maybe, you know, cause that they can't see a youth again.
Right.
You know what I mean? In a righteous kingdom, them think they can't.
Deuteronomy 28 verse 41, thou shalt beget sons and daughters, but thou shalt not enjoy them.
Right.
Right? For they shall go into captivity.
Right.
Right? Hey, you probably have a feeling now, the feeling going to learn at school. So you have a boy and you going to learn at school, so he can be a girl.
Yep.
And come home and tell us, say, Daddy, I want to be a girl. You see me? And then you know go correct him. And then you end up going to jail or the baby get taken away from you. Right. Because you infringe upon the baby right to choose them gender. You see me? That's how the madness that we live in now. Living in a society where so many pedophiles are running loose. You see me? Can you imagine somebody go molest your son, yo? Hey, Buju Banda, they sing one song about that, you know, way back in the day, yo. See him say, when would I do? See me here say, how did I go? See me here say, man molest him 5-year-old, yo. And this is the society where we live in, yo. You feel, hey, the Elisha Wamba say it all the time, yo, anoint your kids, yo. Pray for your kids because we live in a messed up situation, yo. Hey, we live in the worst case scenario, yo. The worst case scenario. Hey, when I Jake, I go rub up in a cream and then cover from head to toe in a black clothing so that sun don't catch him, so he can bleach and sweat and look like Duppy.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, people lose it, yo.
That's crazy, man.
Lose it completely, yo.
The whole head.
The whole head is sick. I real thing, yo. Isaiah 1, and I'll start at verse 3. It said, the ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib, but Israel does not know. Right? My people does not consider. Sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken the Lord. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are gone away backward. And as the brother said, why should he be shaking anymore? Because you have party in your being, yo.
Right.
You see me? You have party. So we must say I beat us some more for. Hey, every day, hey, people get put to death in the most gruesome ways, yo. How would them say? The devil is wicked, yo.
Yo, you say always I bring it home and storm. Them a play ball in the storm, man. You see me? So no matter what, them still like enjoy themselves.
Hey, you want the movie Purge. You see me? We're talking about a Purge party. You see me? Esau try to eliminate you and you have a Purge party, yo.
And basically Esau basically showing the spirit that you observe when they were on Jake. That's the vibration that Jake down there, you know what I mean? He don't care what's happening when Jake basically wants to have a good time. Same way. You know what I mean?
Isaiah 5 and 13 is said, therefore my people are gone into captivity because they have no knowledge. You dumb, yo. That's why you're in the state where you're in, yo. The most I call it Sati's children, yo. Stupid children, yo. Because you're forsaken the Heavenly Father, yo. Right? And your honorable men are famished and their multitude dried up with thirst, yo. That's why you're in the situation where you're in, yo.
Alright.
Precept Ezekiel 21 and 9. Son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Say a sword. A sword is sharpened and also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter.
Hey, and that's the only solution. A sore slaughter is the only solution for the state where people in right now. Yeah, people defective. It's like a wounded animal need to get put down. You know what I mean? As the brother mentioned the bleaching thing earlier. You know what I mean? What you can do to a man, again, we basically have it in our mind to take away the very thing. We basically protect it from the sun, man. See? That your body basically pulling vitamin D, man. How you do that? How you do that? How you reach that point, man?
These are get that as a curse, them want to
Yeah.
take it on themselves.
Yeah. Eh? This is the way back. This is the way backward. What people will come now where you basically want to look like somebody that was looked upon as a thing of scorn back in the ancient time. You know what I mean? That's so far backward. Yeah? So it's necessary to eliminate the majority of our people, man. And that's what the Lord is going to do. The Lord is going to straight up reset Jake, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? At the end of the day, look, you're made to that condemnation, yeah? So there was nothing you couldn't do to avoid that. You know what I mean? It's all part of the plan of the Lord.
Peter say,
You know what I mean?
they were brute beasts made to be taken and destroyed. That's all they make for you.
Come on, brother.
That's all they make for you.
God, Ezekiel 21:10. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter.
Right.
It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth?
Right, it says furbish and it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? You know what I mean? So, we're going to see the famine come and all them things that hit Jamaica. You know what I mean? When World War III kick off, if they're going to have a party for the famine, you know?
Famine party, World War
Jamaica
III
party for everything nowadays. You know?
Yo, at the end of the world, make a
Or
party.
public holiday for everything, you know?
I gotta say, yo, at the end of the world, make a party.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, rave to the grave, you know? Yeah,
Man, we are rave going to the grave.
yeah.
Go on the road, brother.
Back in Ezekiel 21:10. It contemneth the rod of my son as every
Right.
tree.
Right. And it's just spanking from your father, man. You know, you've been spanked now, not knowing that the Lord is spanking you. But you just got to intensify it, man.
Hey, but them prophets out here telling you that the father doing it, yo, but you're
Yep.
not listening, yo.
Yep.
See,
Hey,
giving the credit to
as
Satan.
the brothers of the prophets out here, it's a sign of the Lord's mercy, man.
Right.
But you shove away the hands of the Lord like that. When brothers come out here and telling you the real thing, you shove away the Lord and like that. You stretch out him hand, push it away. So you know when the next hand come around for them, stretch out the right hand, you refuse, next one, you know?
Yeah, God got the right hand of mercy, yo.
Yeah.
So go stop it, then.
This is Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 14.
Right.
Turn, O backsliding children,
Right.
saith the Lord,
Right,
for I am married unto you,
right.
and I will take you, one of a city and two of a family, and I will bring you to Zion.
Right, so the Lord is speaking directly to a specific set. Because here him saying we're going to take one of a city, two of a family and one of a city. So,
Yeah.
you know, yeah? So the Lord basically not taking everybody, man. You know, so right here he's speaking to the elect. See? Everybody else is going to be forsaken, is stripped.
Anyway,
And what the Lord dealing with this strip is elect, man. The heads of Israel. And as I said before, we don't need to be concerned about what happened to the majority of the people because, hey, Jake, as I said before, Jake, sheeps, man. You know what I mean? And once he's a shepherd, you know what I mean? That it's obvious that he's a shepherd because Jake is a shepherd as somebody where basically have some form of power. You know what I mean? So Jake respect power and authority, man. You know what I mean? So when the Lord finished dealing with his governmental body or his elite, basically that's what Jake is going to respect. See, because the Lord elite are going to take out the other elite them. You know what I mean? then people are gonna follow suit, man. So it's not a thing out here like we're gonna force people to listen to the word and them thing, man. I see your father run out the room and start drop lick on everybody and you stay so you can start shift up at the same time when I make up here nice. And when the first one to get licked, everybody stays up. You know? Yeah, man. That's how the Lord are gonna do it, man.
Right,
when you finish with brothers, you know what I mean? Coming into this truth, and everybody are gonna shift up quick and fast, man.
The level of fear of the Lord are gonna bring to the earth. It's gonna be remembered for generations. And
yep.
See? You're not gonna ever forget it, yo. Now I'm bringing it down.
Quick precept, man. Have one. This is 2 Ezra chapter 9 and 22. It says, 2 Ezra chapter 9 verse 30. It says, and therefore be thou not curious how the ungodly shall be punished.
Right.
And when, but inquire how the righteous shall be saved.
Right, so that's our mission, man, is to get brothers, you know, working in the right state. You know what I mean? We're not really concerned, we're not supposed to concern about 2/3, because at the end of the day, they're going to make it back in the kingdom anyway, you know what I mean? See? At the end of the day. So we're not supposed to get emotional, you know what I mean? Because, hey, trust me, the Lord is going to do some things with people out here, man, and trust me, man, just the knowledge we have in this truth, I will keep it together, man. The level of carnage, you know what I mean, what the Lord is going to bring upon. I have people we even know, you know what I mean? But that's how it just have to be, man. They're going to come back in the kingdom, man. So that's what going to, some of them things are just going to keep you, man. When the Lord started to put our people to death, man. The very fact that they know that Israel, all Israel is going to be saved, man. Yeah, man.
This is Isaiah 33 verse 6. Right. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time.
So the wisdom we have of the scriptures, man, and the understanding we have of the scriptures, that's what's going to keep you, man. Right. See? People are going to bug out. People are going to, hey, look, man. Everything what them consider as life going to be torn apart, man.
A lot of frustration because look at the prophets like it's just right. And it's just fear you when you see you the things that will come out. Upon John the Revelator. Right. You see me, different prophets will get visions at the end time, yo. Right? Just fear and they never actually did it, yo. Right? So we being there, hey, the Lord have to go send spirit angels to strengthen you. Right. Just like how him send the angels to strengthen Yahweh shine in time of temptation.
Man, a week, man.
Yeah, I'm a week, yo. Week. You see me?
To the belly.
Hey, what we have to constantly do is through prayers, yo. That's why the scripture say, yo, pray without ceasing, yo. Right? Because them prayer there, right, I'm going to be where the Most High used to send angels to be among you, yo. Right? Because we not going to have one power, deliver ourselves, yo. You see me? We can't do it by ourselves. If we could have do it by ourselves, we wouldn't need a Savior. You see me? Without the grace of the Most High, we are pretty much in the same state where everybody in yo.
Can you finish this?
No, I'm going to finish it.
No, you finish with the style, man?
No, man. Alright. Isaiah 33 verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, the strength of salvation.
So it's a wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time. Yeah? See, it's hey, as the brother going on earlier, look, man. A lot of things happen out here when people basically who don't have a clue what's going on, are going to lose it. You know what I mean? You see family members dying, there's no way you can save them. You know what I mean? Your life is in danger, you're going to be frantic straight. Hey, just like how shots fired in an infantry the other day, man get shot and people get frantic. Yeah, that stage of being frantic was for a moment. You know what I mean? You know that adrenaline, you feel like your blood, because you're in a situation, hey, that are going to be constantly at the day of the Lord, man. Constantly you're going to be in fear. You know what I mean? Yeah? Hey, just a little crackle. Yeah, that's a little crackle, you're going to bug out, man. Hey, the scripture tells about the night, that night, you know, I think, tell about that night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's 17, man.
I'll bring out the point for just back that up where I said, Luke 21 and 25, there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations and perplexity, the waves and the seas roaring, right? And when you look up the word perplexity, right, just look it up in the dictionary, it says the inability to deal with or understand something,
Right.
You're going to be unable to deal with the things that we are seeing.
You're going to need to reason out what's going on, man, and you can't reason it out.
Yeah, you can't wrap your mind around the things that we are seeing. See?
Because, hey, in your mind you want a solution for what's going on, man.
And it's not going to be done,
See, and there's no solution, man.
Right.
But one, and you refuse that one.
Yeah, you don't refuse it already.
Yeah.
Right? It's a man's heart feeling.
Right.
Right? Them for the things that are for fear and for looking for the things which are coming on the earth.
Right.
For the powers of heaven shall be shaken, yo.
Right.
You see me? So you're going to lose your mind, yo.
Right.
This is 2nd Esdras, chapter 16, verse 14. Behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth.
Right.
Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon earth shall not return again.
Right.
Woe is me! Woe is me! Who will deliver me in those days?
Right? You're gonna be needed a deliverer. You're gonna be needed one, man.
They just said that, just seeing a vision of it, yo.
Yeah.
So woe is me who shall deliver me from those days, yo.
Right.
So if the righteous have the mindset there, yo, the fear there, yo, can he, where the ungodly are gonna get deliverance from, yo?
Right.
See? Because them not even gonna know who to call upon. At least the righteous know who to call upon, right? And I'm gonna get that deliverance.
Right.
But them not even know who to call upon you because they're gonna call upon Jesus and it's not gonna work out. They're gonna call upon Selassie and it's not gonna work out.
The first thing them call, the first person, because Jake Sakana, the first person is them call upon for a direct situation where I help to them area councillor or the politicians, and guess what? The politicians not gonna have the answers, man. You know what I mean? When the food get cut off and they start rushing them and they want the explanation from the powers that be. You know what I mean? No answers, man. See? They must seek to them pastors. You know what I mean? Some of us seek to them hobby, man. You know what I mean? I wonder if the ring works same way. Be things are go on.
Never squeeze them.
Couple friends have them ring drop out. You know what I mean? Hey, I don't know the in thing now, ring. Hobby ring I in thing, you know?
Every artist has to about it.
I know witchcraft. Hey, but you got to do the things that you got to do to be judged, man. That's how it is, man. Yeah?
This is Micah 3 verse 6. Therefore night shall be unto you, that ye shall not have a vision, and it shall be dark unto you, that ye shall not divine.
Yeah, I would say you're going to be seeking for answers, man. You're going to call upon the Lord. See it? No answer. Motherfucker, you're going to call the wrong names. You're going to call upon Jesus and Jehovah. I know that day the Lord is going to prove all them idols. There's nothing, man. You know what I mean?
I'm trying to remember the name them where you hear some man by the bank and everyone knew them. I'm trying to remember it. See? And even if they remember it, them still not get it, yo. Right? Because when the Lord, when there was yet space for repentance, and the scripture said, they never see the Lord, yo. See? It's Jeremiah 2:27 saying to a rock, thou art my father, and to a stone, thou art brought me forth. For they have turned their back unto me, and not their face. But in the time of their trouble they will say, arise and save us.
Right.
But where are thy gods that thou hast made thee?
Yep.
Let them arise if they can save thee in the time of thy trouble.
And all these idols gonna be gonna be tested. It's all them Indian people they say come to Jamaica about them gonna tell you your future. Hey, look, man. See? I bet them never tell you the future what that is coming, man. When it reach out, we have to see if they have proper prophesying that take place, man. See me? Because times have come, but them man not tell you. But they don't know if to tell you. Hey, the Lord might just give them a vision to tell you. To tell you the real faith. You know what I mean? You may go and say, oh, I wonder if you get a visa for go foreign. And the Lord put a spirit on them to tell you, say, oh, look, man, this is what I got. See? I have Edens right now saying it on YouTube and them places. I'm telling you, you know what I mean? The faith of this world, man, because the Lord give them certain scary visions, man. You know what I mean? What?
Deuteronomy 32 verse 35, to me belongeth vengeance and recompense. Their foot shall slide in due time.
Right.
For the day of their calamity is at hand, and the things that shall come upon them make haste. Right? For the Lord shall judge his people, right? And repent himself for his servants when he seeth that their power is gone.
Right.
And there is none shut up or left. And he shall say, where are their gods, their rock in whom they trusted?
Where is Selassie? Where is Jesus?
Yes, you one of them over here.
Yeah.
Right?
All of them here. All the idols will be tested in that day, man.
Run.
Yeah? So we'll find all our people. Yeah, this is the vibration now. Enough Negroes out here basically are commander.
Love off them gathering.
You know what I mean?
Oh, I didn't say a man with the pyramid tattoo across one eye, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for him, I had the all seed eye, you know.
All shall be tested, man.
Right? He said, and he shall say.
Especially these leaders, because you have men in prominent position even here in Jamaica. You have men like men in the military, officers in the military, the police force. You know what I mean? Politicians. Them have them secret brotherhood. You know what I mean? Them call in Jamaica, them call them lodges. You know what I mean? And them have a certain vibration and they feel like say them untouchable. You know what I mean? So I was saying that day, all them things you get tested if in the whole in the form of weight.
Right.